Jonathan, for a game to extend that long, obviously you need some critical stops by your goaltender, and how big was Corey Crawford for you guys tonight?
You can't even put that into words. I mean, he made some unbelievable saves, and we had, I can't remember if it was still in regulation time or not, but a couple too many penalties that I think they were both in overtime anyways, but you know you're going to need some big stops, and one off the post there. A couple times we gave up a few too many chances off the rush, and he was there every single time. So I think we created a lot of chances of our own, and we were close to putting the game away quite a few times, but we needed Crow to make those stops to keep the game going.
Jonathan, the game went on for so long. It was really like 2 full games, and it seemed upstairs as if fatigue was at certain points a factor. Is it the kind of thing where it just goes on, and you kind of zone out and just play automatically, or are you constantly on edge?
Well, obviously that sort of thing is going to set in. That's the reality. I mean, both teams are just kicking, trying to survive, and you just, every time you go back on the ice, you just try and get that feeling that it's just going to be that one chance that makes the difference. And obviously we got a big one with Shazi going to the net there, but both teams wanted to win that game, and no one was going to give it up easy. So we're obviously feeling pretty good about it, but it's time to go home and get some rest now.
Your emotions after ending a game like that, and again, just 5th round pick a year ago, and now you're ending a Stanley Cup Finals game with a goal.
Yeah, obviously emotions are high, but too exhausted right now to express it. I think the guys had a great game, and all 4 lines were going, all 60, and Corey stood in there strong for us, and we came out with a big win.
I think some people asked you about going against Zdeno Chara yesterday or the day before. What was that like for you tonight? I guess it got you with a good question.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's strong. It's going to be a good battle in front of the net with him there, but I think I held my own. He's a great player. He logs a lot of minutes, so we got to get on him and try to tire him out as much as we can.
In the first period, you just came out flying. Where you just was it just a matter of the excitement, the adrenaline of playing your first final?
Yeah, Stanley Cup playoffs. Something you dream of as a kid, and when the opportunity's there, you got to seize it when it's there. And I think all the guys are excited to get it started, and it shows we came out with a big win.
Can you describe what happened on the goal?
Luck.
Got a question? Just wait for the mic, please. Yeah.
It was kind of Bixie finishing his check, and Buck goes to the point. Rosie gets a nice shot through, and Bowen got a stick on, and I just happened to be going the net wide there, and kind of just went off my leg into the net. Obviously, it's an exciting moment, and I think the guys were just glad the game ended.
Jonathan, it seems like a long time ago now, but their PK had a couple big kills early, and their success is going back down a couple rounds. What makes the PK tough?
Yeah, I mean, you got to give them credit. They're good at what they're doing, but at the same time, I don't think we were too happy with our start tonight. It took us a little while to get going, and I think that included our power play, where we easily could have got the momentum going our way a little bit with a big goal, 5-on-3 there, and we had the puck in good areas, and it just seemed to bounce off our stick and go out of the zone. We had to regroup, and just a couple little breaks didn't quite go our way there. So we know we got to be better there, and we expect them to be aggressive, and they're a solid defensive team. They're going to be the same when they're short again.
Jonathan, I know you went through a little bit earlier in the playoffs, but you first saw it to score that goal, and just kind of maybe the relief you felt.
Well, it was huge for him, and huge for our team. That was a timely goal, and I think we need something to get our crowd into it, and to give us energy on the bench, and it was a great shot by him. So I think as a line with Host and Sauter and myself, we we created quite a bit of offense tonight. For him to get one tonight, that was big for us, and we want to keep playing well.
Jonathan, with Coach moving around a lot of guys in the first and a fairly large sample size, going to game 2, do you think the lines will be pretty solidified?
I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see. I think Joel always has a pretty good feel of what he wants to do, and especially after one game against a team that we haven't seen all year. And I think that's something you as a player you're ready for, that you might be with different guys, and if we need a little boost, that he'll try a couple different combinations. So that's not a big deal for us. Some we're used to, and we'll see what comes in game 2.
Andrew and Jonathan, just to your left. Andrew, how would you describe your style? And if someone said irritating, would you take that as a compliment? And Jonathan, how would you describe the way the way Andrew plays?
Yeah, I take it as a compliment. It's how my game has developed through my career, and it's what's got me here. And I kind of got to stick to it. Just compete and work to the best of my abilities.
Jonathan, just the way he plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could ask players on other teams, and they'll tell you that he's not the type of guy that they like to play against, but that's what we love about him. And we love having a guy like that on our team, and he's not afraid. We saw him going up against Char tonight. He's probably the guy on our team that got up against him the most, and he hit him and stirred him up a little bit and drew a penalty and scored a huge goal. It's an unbelievable goal for anybody to score, just going to the net. And doesn't matter how it goes in. I think everyone on the bench was, like Shazi said, we were happy that it was over, happy that we got the win. And big game by this guy. I don't know if he had like 9, 10 hits, whatever it was, but he just kept going all night and didn't stop.